Welcome to another Drag Race related channel, because the world really needed this. In today's video, I'm going to make a review of the first episode of Drag Race Italia Season 2. The video is going to be structured in those two parts. In the first one, I'm going to talk briefly about what I think of the episode production-wise. I'm going to talk about the editing choices and what I think is good or bad production-wise. Then I'm going to talk about the looks of the queens, and I'm going to tell you which looks I liked and which looks I didn't like. Now, let me tell you something before anyone gets offended. I have no qualification whatsoever to judge these looks. I just want to have fun, and if you don't agree with me, fine. If I'm going to say that I didn't like a look, that doesn't mean that look is, it's just fun. It's not that serious. Now, having said that, let's get right into the video. This episode was really important for the production of Drag Race Italia, because they had to prove that they had the ability to give us a better product than Season 1, production-wise. And I'm just going to say it right away. They succeeded. This episode is a big improvement from last season. First thing, the lighting is so much better. So much. Everything feels brighter and cleaner. You can see better. Every scene is a very good thing. Especially in the confessionals. Last year were so depressing. This year, all of them look really good. Also, the editing is still not my favorite, but I have to say, even though the episode is quite lengthy because it's 78 minutes long, the pacing is really good. There was never a moment where I felt bored, and that's a good thing. So, I'm happy that production was able to give us something good quality-wise. There's still room for improvement, absolutely. But that was a big step up from last year. The only thing that I didn't like is that the critiques they were showing, not making, but showing on TV, didn't correspond to the final placements, because at first it seemed like Obama was going into the bottom and Pantera was going into the top. And then at the end it was like the opposite. And yeah, it just felt weird. Not the actual placements, really, because you can agree or disagree with them. But yeah, the judging and the final placement were not corresponding, and that felt weird. But enough of that. Now, let's talk about the looks. And I want to start with Priscilla. Priscilla wore a custom-made design by Rochard Design, which is the same designer that worked with Nikki Doll on Drag Race France. And I have to say, I freaking love this. It feels classical but fresh at the same time. It looks great on her. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And also, I loved her hair and makeup. So that's a good job. That's approved. Sue me. Then, let's talk about Aura Eternal. Her entrance look, great. I loved it. Yeah, it's not fashion forward, there's nothing innovative about it, but it just looks great on her. She looks beautiful. She's giving me Mariah Carey 1998 vibes. She looked great. And also, her entrance, for me, is the best one. It's been a week of me singing in the car, Sono Aura, or whatever that was. It was so funny, so good, great. Her runway look for the challenge, I didn't like it, sorry. It didn't say anything to me. It wasn't the worst on a design point of view, but yeah, it was just so generic. And so she gets a melody, not a harmony, because if she had two great looks, she would have gotten a harmony. But since it's just one of the two looks, she gets a melody. Now, Nelenia. I loved both of her looks. Her entrance look was really cute. it was giving me anime, so that's a good thing because I understood the reference right away. When it comes to her runway look, well, I didn't really get the reference. Yeah, technically, the Angels of Bernini should be the reference, and it's not that I don't get it, but when she walked on the runway, I didn't get it. Like, she had to explain it to me, but still, the garment is fine, it looks pretty, and she looks beautiful, so she gets a harmony. When it comes to Narciso, I liked her entrance look. Yeah, not my favorite, just because it's not my cup of tea, but it looks good. The silhouette is fine, her makeup is fine, and she had a cute entrance, so that's approved. But her runway look, it's first of all, I don't get the reference. Like, I don't get it. Second of all, it's just a bunch of light on a black bodysuit, which I don't even know if she made it in the workroom. So, yeah, it's it's not a great look. So she gets a melody. Then we have La Petite Noire. I loved her entrance look. Probably I loved her entrance even more, even though the split without any type of music or sound behind was so funny. I don't know if the editing was trying to be shady, but it was funny as hell. But her look is just so on point. She looks great. She looks like a real bitch. But I love her and I love that look. Her runway look, yeah, not the greatest, but it looks fine. She looks beautiful. Her face looks beautiful, so it's okay. Therefore, she gets a harmony. And then we have Panthera Virus. Okay, her entrance look, it was just beautiful. Great. I loved it. La Petite Noire made a joke about her not having any shape, but who cares? Who cares? I don't think that's her brand either, and I don't need to always see a shape. That was great. That was great. So punk rock and the black leather, all of the spikes. It was so glamour. I loved it. Her runway though, like it grew on me a little bit throughout the week, but still, the reference is on point. I have to say that. I got the reference right away. Still, yeah, she made us leave, but apart from that, it's just a bunch of duct tape around her waist, so there's not much to judge. Therefore, she gets a melody. Then let's talk about so scandalous. Okay, both of her looks were fine. I'm not the biggest fan of either of them, but I have to say that I enjoyed her entrance look. Her hair and makeup was great, and I liked the bright pink with the jewels. Will I remember this look? No, but it looks fine, so it's okay. Her runway, I think it was safe. The garment was okay. Her hair and makeup was beautiful. So that's okay. She gets a harmony. Obama. Okay, let's start from the entrance look. I loved it. Yeah, I'm so repetitive, sorry. Her entrance look was stunning, and also the way she presented herself was so confident and with attitude. Like, I loved her entrance. She was so great. Her runway, that's a controversial one because I get the reference. There were more complicated looks on a design level. Her look was very simple and it wasn't the best, but I didn't mind it that much. Still, yeah, there was not much construction to it, so I think other looks should have been in the top instead of that one. And it is a soft boot for me, so she gets a melody, but her entrance was just almost perfection. No, it was perfection because it was perfect. And then we have Tanissa Yonse. Her entrance, I didn't really care for it. Like, even her entrance line was so... It was okay, but she looked so uncomfortable and I cringed quite a bit looking at her. And also her look was, it was something thrown on her body. That was it. I didn't like it, sorry. Her runway look, though, I think that look should have been in the top. I think she should have been high because, yeah, there's a lot going on. It's I know, there's so many things going on, but look at it. It looks great. The shape is great. The reference is not immediate, but I get it. And there's so much construction in it, which made me surprised because I thought she was going to be in the top, but she was still safe, so that's okay. She gets a melody. And now we have the winner of the episode, La Diamond. Her entrance look was gorgeous. I loved it. She looked so rich and opulent. And I got her brand right away. I knew who she was as soon as I saw her. Like, that's a great thing. It was perfection. Well, almost, because I don't really like the shoe. But that's just me, maybe, probably. Who cares? Her runway, though, was even better. It was so good. Like Tommaso said, I was also waiting for the moment that could make me go like, oh, wow. And she was the moment. First of all, the reference is so understandable and quick to recognize. That was great. And then the construction of the dress is just unbelievable. Like, thinking that she made that outfit in the same amount of time of the other girls, yeah, what a great episode for her. And now the last one is Geoffrey. Okay, her entrance look is my favorite. That's it. I loved it. It was so unexpected, but still it made me understand who he was as a drag artist, which is great. I got her brand right away. It looked so glamorous and edgy. Yeah, it was so beautiful. Her runway, though, that's a controversial one. Because, yeah, the construction is fine, but the design is a bit lacking. Still, I don't think she should have been in the bottom, like some people say, because the reference is pretty clear. It's one of the best references. Like, I got it right away. And still, the construction is fine. There's nothing wrong with the construction. Yeah, on a design level, I have to say that I expected a bit more, because I know her work, so yeah, I expected more, but I don't think it was bottom worthy. Still, it's not my favorite, so I'm gonna give her a melody. And that is all. That's the video. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me and my butchered English. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments. If you agree with me or you don't agree with me, let me know. And see you next time. And please consider subscribing to the channel. It would be really helpful. Bye bye!